Hello, BookTube and all Repairman Jack fans. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for watching and welcome to my channel. So this is my short spoiler-free review video for Gateways, which is book number 7 in the Repairman Jack series by F. Paul Wilson. So if you are new to my channel, I do 2 different videos each week. I do a short spoiler-free review video of each book in the Repairman Jack series. I post those on Fridays, and then the following Thursday, then I do a longer full discussion video. I am reading through the entire series. I'm also going to read the Adversary Cycle. I'm going to read the young adult Jack books, the trilogy that Wilson published right towards the end of the Repairman Jack series. And I'm also going to be reading the early years, Jack the Early Years, which are the crime thrillers. So this, like I say, is a short spoiler-free review for Gateways. I'm going to read the back cover copy and then I'll briefly explain it. Jack learns that his father's in a coma after a car accident in Florida. They've been on the outs, but this is his dad, so he heads south to Gateways, a retirement community on the Everglades. The woman, Semele, who has strange talents and lives in an isolated area of the Everglades with a group of misshapen men, feels his presence. She senses that he's special, like her. To protect his father from becoming the next fatality at Gateways, there are questions Jack must answer, secrets he must uncover. Um, I have so much to say about this book, but I'm going to save most of that for the longer discussion video. This is a really interesting one, and one of the reasons why it's so interesting is that this book is not taking place in New York City. This is taking place in Florida. So the book itself, as a result of that, is doing really interesting things. And while it's still definitely a Repairman Jack book, he is in this location where he has no contacts, no help. He's not in the familiar environment of a city. And so he's at a bit of a disadvantage. There's a little bit of a mystery with him trying to figure out exactly what happened to his dad. You get this, and this is not really a spoiler because you get this fairly early in the book. Jack spends a fair bit of time with his dad's neighbor, whose name is Anya Muncie, and so she is an old woman, and she has a dog. so you obviously, like at this point in the series, you should recognize that that is probably significant, a lady and her dog. So you get lots of stuff. There's really interesting connections to the secret history of the world, to the adversary cycle, and it has got one of the best endings so far in the series. It also reads very much like a travelogue, and I've got lots of thoughts on this that I'm going to explain in the longer discussion video. But it is very much, it's like a travel book where you're learning all about South Florida as Jack is trying to piece together what happened to his dad and ultimately why he ended up getting pulled into this situation. Because Jack, of course, knows at this point in the series that there are no more coincidences for his life. So the rest of this I'm going to put into the discussion video, but it is a really fun book. I think, and if you really like seeing Jack in the city, and you might be a little bit reluctant saying like, oh, I don't want to see him in this unfamiliar environment. No, you do. It's really fun. So Gateways, like I say, that's book number 7. I should have said this at the beginning. The book that comes before this is The Haunted Heir. And then the book after this is Crisscross, which is the Dormentalist Church, where we get the introduction to that. So that's where we're at in the series. The other thing, too, that comes up in The Haunted Heir that is significant into Gateways is that in this book, then you find out that Gia is pregnant, and then in the next book, Jack is spending time with his dad. You know that when he got reconnected with his sister Kate, that did not end well, and that the way the ally is interacting with Jack and the way the otherness is going after Jack, that him having family members, like as he continues to get close to other members of his family or his own family is expanding, this is a bit of an issue with his role as he's being groomed essentially to be the protector for the ally on Earth. So it's interesting that we get to see another member of his family in this. And as you keep reading the series, it doesn't just stop there with, getting to meet Kate, getting to meet his dad, because a couple books from now, then we're going to meet his brother, where there's been references to his brother, but we don't really meet him because his brother does come up in Gateways to some degree, basically saying to Jack, hey, you've got to go down to Florida, you got to help our dad because he's in trouble and I can't do it because I've got stuff that's going on. And ultimately we're going to see some of the stuff that was going on. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. All right,